Midday Austin Sunday with Scarlett Greyson.
Welcome back to Midday Sunday. I'm Scarlett Greyson, and we are sitting down with Sensei Jonathan. He's the founder of Life Keto, Martial Arts, Parenting, and Life Education. Thank you so much for joining us today.
That's a mouthful, huh?
It is a mouthful. I get it. I have trouble every time. Well, for the past couple, for at least the last week, we've been talking about stress and ways to manage stress with Jonathan. He's given us some great tips. Today, wanted to focus on breathing and how breathing can help you manage stress. So why don't we start off with some of the ways that breathing can help you deal with stress?
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to say that I think breathing is the #1 tool for stress management. There's lots of tools, but this is like the foundation. And for me, even if it's martial arts or teaching how to live a better life or how to deal with stress, I would say that's like the one thing that I would teach first. It's the foundation of all of it. Because what happens for most of us in life is we're living our life, and something stressful happens, and then we tighten up and hold our breath.
Right.
And then something else happens, and we hold, and we hold, and we're walking around with different degrees of extra tension in our body and our brain, and holding our breath. And then we get home at the end of the day, and what do? I can let go. And it's like our body is craving that oxygen, that feeling of filling up with oxygen and life and letting go and relaxing, and that continuous rhythm. And what happens for most of us, it's not happening. So kind of like life is unconsciously controlling our breathing. So what we suggest is turning that around, where you consciously use your breathing to have a positive impact on your body, your mind, and how you feel, and your mental, emotional state.
Absolutely.
So really flipping the coin.
Yeah, so what are some of those ways that you can use breathing as a way of dealing with stress?
Definitely, yeah. For the past 20 years or more, actually, we've taught thousands of children this technique, and teenagers and adults, and whether they're 3 or 83 or whatever it is, they all find this to be one of the most powerful and empowering techniques to deal with anything, whether it's getting hurt physically, emotionally, having a bad dream, stress for a test, stress for parenting or relationship stuff, work stuff. It just goes on and on. Traffic, waiting in lines. And so what happens is it's really a way of calming your system down, and we call it ninja breathing. And what it is the slow inhale through the nose and slow exhale through the mouth. And so the way we practice it to start and learn is you put your hands on your belly.
Okay, I'm going to do this with them.
And then you breathe out, and you feel your hands going in. And as you breathe in through your nose, breathe deep into your belly and also your lower part of your body. And breathe out. And you'll notice on the exhale how I can see it in your face and your body, there's a feeling of letting go. So you're really releasing that stress. And then if you want to kind of magnify it and feel the stress more and the relaxation more, so you can get more skilled in feeling what you're feeling. If you breathe in, you can squeeze all your muscles as tight as you can. Now you're exaggerating the stress.
And you guys should do this too.
Definitely, that's right. And then as you breathe out, release and feel the stress that's releasing through all the pores of your body.
That's awesome.
And one more time, breathe in, squeeze. And breathe out. And then you can just feel it where you're holding, releasing everywhere. It's a little way to magnify that tension and the release.
And you know what I've noticed when you say that is that sometimes when I get really stressed or even mad, that's one thing that I feel like you do naturally is you take a deep breath and you're just like, all right. I'm like, and you're breathing in and then you just exhale, and that always helps, but I never thought of just doing it, as a way to manage stress all the time.
Yeah, no question. I mean, it's such an effective tool just to breathe that out, breathe out tension, breathe in deep, and that feeling of feeling good inside, right, and breathing out the tension. And then again, if you want to exaggerate, you can squeeze the muscles and then breathe out.
Right, and you talked about how, this can probably help you manage stress throughout the day, keep you in, a certain state of mind throughout the day, right?
Yeah, definitely. The one that we're doing right now, the ninja breathing, kind of is exaggerating the exhale, and it's kind of releasing that stress. The one that we call wave breathing is more a way of, kind of like a wave, has that rhythm, kind of like goes into the ocean. There's a pause, it goes out, and this one we go in through the nose and out through the nose as well. So if you want to do it with me, you breathe in, pause, breathe out through the nose, and in, out. And what this does is physically, it's really creating a really nice feeling in your body and brain. And if you listen to the sound inside too, it's very similar to the ocean, the wave of the ocean. So it's really cool where you're bringing in that life, then you're releasing, letting go. And so you find this nice balance of, like a balance between tension and relaxation. And on the inhale, there's a little more tension. Exhale, a little more relaxation. It's a really nice rhythm.
And are these different techniques that you're telling us, are these different ones that you can use throughout the day alternate, or, one may work better for some?
Definitely. Well, the thing with breathing in general, if you keep it slow and smooth and you kind of respond to the situation, that's a general thing I'd say. But the ninja breathing is more, I'm feeling really stressed right now. I'm really going to focus on that exhale and through my mouth and releasing the tension. Wow, I'm feeling really good right now. I feel pretty grounded and balanced. I'm going to do this wave breathing to help maintain that state, right? So throughout your day, if you're being conscious of doing that, breathing in and out through the nose like that wave, you're going to keep you more in that state, and you're less likely to go out to these extreme states. And if you do, then you come back faster. So I would say use the wave breathing, and then if you find yourself getting really stressed, try to go back to the ninja breathing for a little while. Breathe in, squeeze, release, and then go back to the wave.
Okay. Well, for some of us, it helps when we understand why this is helping us. And I know for me, it does. I always, I like to know, well, what is this doing for me? Can you kind of explain how this is helping, this breathing technique? Yeah,
definitely. What the deep breathing does, first of all, it's oxygenating your body, so you're getting more oxygen in your brain, which makes you clearer and feel better. Because when we're stressed, we hold, and so that we're not getting as much blood and oxygen to the brain. First of all, it makes your brain more awake, alert, and feels better. It stimulates like those feel-good hormones. And then you're also stimulating your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps you feel more calm and relaxed. So the way I see it is waking my brain up to feel awake and alert and feel good, and also helping me stay calm. So it's that nice balance again.
Awesome. So if the viewer, for those who feels like they really want to bring conscious breathing into their life more, how would you suggest that they do that?
Yeah, it's great. A lot of times we hear these things like on the news or wherever, it's like, oh, wow, that sounds great, but I'm too busy, or how do I do it? So I'd say two things. One is try to take even just a few moments out of your day to actually just focus on the breathing and practice your breathing, whether you just first get up in the morning or you have a break throughout the day or when you go to bed. Just take a moment and say, I'm just going to focus on my breathing. Because that's going to help you get more skilled in doing it, so then you can implement it more into your day. And the other one is throughout the day, as much as you can, like right now, can I be aware of that breathing while we're talking? So try to implement everything you're doing throughout the day and remember as much as you can. What that does is it really makes you not only manage stress better, but it makes life just so much more like the ocean, It's this nice, really nice feeling. You just feel like life is so much more fulfilling, not just about getting through the day, managing my stress. It's like, life becomes more incredible.
Right. And I think that breathing is something that it's so simple that, you just kind of pass it off and say, oh, this is probably, this is not going to help me. But in reality, when you find yourself dealing with stress, breathing is one of the things that you use the most that you don't even realize that does help you manage stress. And so these are just reminders that, I feel like, and these are great techniques that Jonathan's here explaining to us. And I really appreciate, you going through this because it's important. And it's perfect to start your morning off, your Sunday morning off. Just remember throughout your day today that breathing is important.
No, it's true. On Sundays, it's like, a lot of times, I know you work, but a lot of people take some time off, right? And even on that day, it's like, oh, I have so much to get done on my day off, right? And so all of a sudden, this Sunday can become stressful too, instead of really using that time to breathe more and pay attention and try to find that balanced state, how you want to live your week more.
Right. I'm going to make that a goal today. I'll make that a goal today, is to focus on my breathing, and maybe you guys can too, and just test it out, see how it works, and then, hey, maybe it's something that you implement into your everyday life. But Jonathan, thank you so much. If you want to learn more about this, you can obviously check out some of the tips. We'll have this up on our website. Also, you can check out Jonathan's book, Tools, Life Keto Parenting, Tools to Raise Happy, Confident Kids from the Inside Out. You can find that Barnes & Nobles, Book People, and Amazon.com, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Jonathan, well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Definitely. Thank you, Scarlett.
Okay.